When is server deployment validation required? Have you ever wondered when you should validate a server deployment? Understanding the timing of this process is essential for ensuring that everything runs smoothly. Let's break it down step by step. Server deployment validation is necessary after you deploy a server or backend system. This process ensures that all components function correctly and that security policies are enforced. It also confirms that the deployment meets your organization's operational requirements. Typically, this validation happens before you extend the deployment to the full production environment or add more servers. First, validation is required after the initial deployment to a test or pilot environment. This step helps confirm that core backend functions, like authentication and authorization, work as expected. You will want to verify login access, password policies, and access control rules in this controlled setting. Next, before you scale the deployment, you should perform validation. Once you have confirmed that basic operations are functioning in a pilot or staging environment, this step ensures that any configuration changes or customizations do not introduce issues before a wider rollout. Validation is also needed when you apply configuration changes or updates. Any modifications to server settings, security policies, or backend logic should be validated to avoid disruptions. Before releasing to production, a final validation is crucial. This step confirms that all deployment artifacts, environment variables, and scripts are correctly configured. It also checks that the system performs well under expected loads. If you are integrating new features or projects, validation is again necessary. In multi-project environments, this ensures that deploying new or updated projects does not interfere with existing services. Finally, when migrating or synchronizing environments, validation is important. This process confirms that testing and production environments remain consistent and that deployment processes do not cause anomalies. Practical validation activities include running test cases for authentication and authorization, verifying provisioning workflows, and performing both automated and manual tests. Tools like Postman can be helpful for testing application programming interfaces. Monitoring system logs for errors and training staff on new procedures are also essential parts of validation. In backend development, especially with application programming interfaces, databases, and server-side logic, deployment validation ensures that backend services are reliable and secure. This process helps meet user access requirements before full production use. By catching problems early, you can significantly reduce the risks of downtime or functional failures after deployment.